So I had the benefit of reading through the ruling in miscellaneous cause number 85 of 2024, Gw'Obadde Daniel versus the Parliamentary Commission. The question that was before court was whether the payment of the 1.7 billion was unlawful, it was irrational, or the procedure that was used to arrive at the payment was improper. In my opinion, the court framed its own issue and answered it, which is really unfortunate. It appears the court framed the question whether the 1.7 was part of the budget of Parliament or not. That was not the issue about the 1.7 billion. So in my opinion, I think that court misdirected its mind to the question that it ought to have answered, because arriving at a conclusion that because the money was in the budget did not answer the question whether it is lawful to have such a money in the budget, whether the procedures for having such a money in the budget was followed, which court shied away from and said they are not going to enter in, or whether it is illegal. I will take you backwards to 2020. This Parliament sat and passed a budget and added 10 billion shillings, which was part of COVID money, and said each member of Parliament was going to receive, which indeed they paid, 20 million shillings to go and handle COVID intervention. The money was passed in the budget, but the same court, which I was part of the petition, said that it was illegal for Parliament to pass the budget as such. So it is so surprising that in Uganda, courts that sit at the same level, the High Court, can give different decisions on the same subject matter. It is something that the judiciary has to pay attention to. You cannot have court giving several decisions based on this premise on the same facts. It misleads the country. It makes court become a laughing stock. Courts must be consistent. Court must listen to the sentiments of the people, and courts must exercise their powers, bearing in mind what their decisions will have on Ugandans. So I think we were not part, as Parliament, we were not part of that petition. Maybe the presenters of the petition would appeal, and I think if he decided to appeal, the higher court may give a different interpretation. In judicial review, the questions are, was it lawful? Was it, were the procedures followed? And if those questions are not answered, the three tests and the test of rationality, you don't concern yourself with others. The legitimacy or what? No, it is just that, and I think court missed that opportunity. In regard to the censure motion, the ruling has no bearing at all on the censure motion, because this motion, as I understand it, raises several grounds, and the service award was just one evidence of incompetence of the commissioners, of the misconduct of the commissioners, and then there are several other issues that are contained in the motion for the removal of the commission.